Hey guys, so I want to talk kind of quietly because it is currently 2:10 in the morning and my fiance is sleeping, so I apologize if this is really quiet. I just don't want to wake him up. Obviously this isn't the normal time that I do videos at. I don't even know if I'm going to post this video or not, but if I do, basically I'm feeling really anxious right now and I thought that I should make a video because I want my channel to be about reality and about how it is in real life and not just scripted videos. You know, I'm not about scripted videos at all. I want to be completely real with you guys and honest with you guys about everything to do with chronic mental illness and chronic illness in general. You know, I want my channel to help people, so I want to share everything, even the times that are really hard. And also, I figured making a video might actually be beneficial because maybe it'll distract me from how I'm feeling right now. So basically, over the last few hours, my anxiety has just been getting worse and worse. And I started to feel a little bit nauseous. I'm not sure if it's because of my anxiety or whether it's my Trintilex or, I don't know, a combination of both. Like, even as I'm talking, I feel like a little bit short of breath. And like my heart is racing even though like it's 2 in the morning, everyone's asleep, I'm just sitting here. I don't know, I just feel really anxious right now. I think maybe the week is just catching up to me. It's Thursday right now. Tomorrow in the evening I'm heading to meet with the wedding coordinator at the place that we're getting married. And that leads me into probably why I'm feeling so anxious. So we set a date for our wedding, and whilst part of me is excited that I'm finally doing it, because I've been engaged for 3 years now, and I kept putting it off and putting it off because my anxiety about it is so bad. But we finally decided to go for it. I have family coming from England at that time, so I figured it's now or never. So we finally decided to do it. And ever since we set the date, my anxiety has just been a battle every single day. I've just been trying to keep it together and not freak out. And I mean, like, I don't not want to marry my fiance. I absolutely want to marry him. I know he's the one for me. I want to get married. It's the performance aspect of the wedding that's freaking me out so badly. I have social anxiety, so for me, the very thought of having a day that's all about me and my fiance, like, where people will be looking at me, I feel like I can't escape it because it's my wedding. Like, I have to be there. Even if I start to have a freak out, I have to be there. The ceremony is what really scares me because there's no way out. And what I mean by that is, like, in really scary situations, the one comfort that I have is if I have an escape route and I know that at any point if I get too uncomfortable, I can just leave. I can take myself out of the situation and I can just go take a breather, you know, do whatever I need to do. But with my ceremony, like my wedding ceremony, I can't just leave. Like, it's my wedding ceremony. That looks pretty bad if you just leave partway through your wedding ceremony. So I think that's partly why I'm so anxious about it, is like, I feel like, what happens if I start having a panic attack during my wedding? You know, like, what would I do? So yeah, and then there's the fact that at my grad from high school was like the last time that I was in a situation like that where I was wearing a fancy dress and I, you know, had to be there, and it was like an event. And we were all lined up on the steps of Parliament having our big grad picture done, and there were like 500 people in my grad class, and they were taking our picture, and I passed out in front of everyone. I fainted, and 3 men had to carry me off the steps of Parliament as I was unconscious. And then when I woke up, it was literally like in the movies. I woke up and there were a ring of faces, like a circle of faces above me looking down, asking if I was okay. And it was the most humiliating moment. And because of how bad my anxiety is, I spent the next like 3 or 4 years where I was paranoid and absolutely so afraid that I was gonna faint. Anytime that I was out in public, I couldn't go anywhere without a bottle of like something to drink, like water or juice, because I thought if I didn't have my drink, I would faint. And it was just so bad. And I think, it was so bad that when I graduated from university, I didn't go to my grad ceremony. I graduated with a degree, and like that's important, and I didn't go to my cap and gown ceremony. I didn't walk across the stage to get my diploma, and it was all because of what had happened at my high school grad. So I'm thinking maybe that has something to do with why I'm so terrified of my wedding. I'm so afraid I'm gonna faint at my wedding. Like, I'm afraid I might throw up, because like I have a few certain fears that happen with my anxiety. One is fainting. 2 is throwing up or being sick in public. And then and then I just have my social anxiety, which makes everything really hard. So basically, in addition to all of my anxiety that I have about it, I also have all the regular anxiety that goes with getting married, meaning I only have 3 months to plan a huge wedding. So I'm trying to do all of that, and I think it's just all catching up to me right now. And I have been holding it together really well for the past few days. I've just been thinking positively. I spoke to my counselor about it the last time I saw her, and we've been working on it together. And, I've been trying to like tap into like the power inside of me and tell myself, I make the choices, I can make decisions, I'm in charge. It's my wedding day. If I want to do certain things to help me feel better, I can. And like, I've made a lot of compromises with my wedding to try and help myself feel better. So one thing that I've done to try and help is during the ceremony, me and my fiance are going to be sitting down in chairs. That's going to help me with my fear of fainting, because I feel like if I'm standing, I might feel dizzy and faint. But if I'm sitting, I might feel better about it. And even if I get dizzy and I'm sitting in a chair, it's harder to faint when you're sitting down. So that's one of the things I'm doing. The other thing I'm doing is I'm limiting it to no more than like 18 to 20 people at the ceremony. And most of them are just going to be close family, or like just family and a few close friends, just to try and help that way. Another way that I'm trying to make myself feel better is, instead of having a stranger do the ceremony, I'm going to have a close family member or like a friend do the ceremony, and then we'll just get the commissioner to come do the legal paper signing like the morning of, and that way there won't be a stranger there during the ceremony. It'll be someone I know, and I'm hoping that'll help ease my anxiety. But basically, even with all of those compromises that I've done to help myself not have a panic attack, I'm still feeling so anxious about it. And even though I've been holding up really well, like, the anxiety is still there, and I'm still under pressure. And I don't know, I was just sitting here, and like it's 2:20 in the morning because my insomnia is really bad still, and I'm just like feeling so anxious. And it sucks because I feel sick. I have like the dread in the pit of my stomach. I feel trapped. I feel like I don't know what to do. I'm feeling really overwhelmed. Like, I know tomorrow I'll try and suck it up, and I'll deal with it, and I'll get stuff done, and I'll continue planning the wedding, and I'll continue doing my work and everything I need to do. But it's just like, I don't know, I feel like right now I'm just really overwhelmed, and I don't know. I don't know. I wish that how I'm feeling could come across to you guys right now, because like that's one of the hard things about anxiety is on the outside you look totally fine. Like I look like I'm totally fine on the outside, whereas inside I'm like, my heart's racing, like I can feel it pounding in my chest, my head hurts, I'm having this crazy pressure right here. It hurts to talk because my throat's trying to close up. It's like harder to breathe. It's like there's a really heavy weight on my chest. Like that's one of the really hard things about anxiety is that people don't understand. People have no idea what it's like. It's like my body thinks there's like a bear standing over there about to eat me. Like that's what it's like. It's like when your fight or flight instinct kicks in and you just have that moment of panic, that second, like one of the best ways that I've heard it described is like, you know, when you're going down the stairs and out of nowhere you miss a step and your stomach lurches. That feeling that you experience in that millisecond is like, that is what anxiety feels like when you have an anxiety disorder, except it's not just for a second, it's for minutes or hours or days or even months nonstop. That feeling like you've just missed a step, but all the time. And it's just like, sometimes like I deal with it pretty well, I think, but sometimes I just get so sick of feeling this way. Like why can't I just enjoy my wedding? Like for everyone else it's a huge party, it's a big celebration, everyone gets so excited about their wedding, they're like, I'm getting married, they get so excited, they have a big party, they spend lots of money, they like get so happy about it. Why can't I be like that? Instead I have to battling my anxiety and trying to not freak out, and on the day, like I just hope I can get through it, and I hope that I have that strength on the day. And for sure, like I'm gonna be asking my doctor to make sure that I have something to take for panic attacks, because on my wedding day I'm definitely gonna need to take something. And probably for a while leading up to it, I'm gonna have panic attacks, and like I want to make sure that my medication situation is figured out. So I don't know, maybe I'll have like Ativan or something, or Xanax or something that I can take to try and like help if I absolutely start panicking and freaking out and stuff. I can take something to help, because I need to just be able to get through my ceremony. Like the ceremony is the biggest worry, because that's the one where like I have no choice, I have to be there and get through it. Even if I'm having a panic attack, I have to stay. But the reception, like if I had a panic attack at the reception, it wouldn't be that bad, because I can leave the reception, no big deal. I can say I need to go to the bathroom or something and it'll be fine. There is an escape route there. It's just the ceremony that's like really hard for me. It's just hard for me. But at the same time, I know that I want to marry him, and I know that I have to just be really strong, and you know, I'm trying to look at it as a fun thing and like in a really positive light, and just like psych myself up for it and like try and be excited and look forward to it, so that I don't like not overthink it so much. But it's really hard. Sometimes I just get in my head. I guess I'm just feeling overwhelmed right now. I don't know. I just have like a lot going on. Like when you have generalized anxiety anyway, like I would probably still be a bit anxious even if nothing was going on. Like I would still be anxious just for no reason. But then when there is a reason, it's like, wow, like my anxiety is so bad. But as far as my Trintellix goes, like I'm doing okay. My anxiety would probably be way worse without the Trintellix, and I probably wouldn't even be able to go through with the wedding or plan it if I wasn't on it. So I think it is helping. I think it's a testament to the medication that I've been keeping it together as well as I have been. Like, a lot of people have mentioned like how well I'm handling the pressure of everything and like planning everything, because like even people who don't know I have anxiety have been saying I've been handling everything really well. And those who do know I have anxiety have been pretty impressed with, how well I've been holding it together and not panicking. So I think I owe all of that to the medication, because there's no way that I could hold it together otherwise. But even with the medication, there are still these moments where like I've just been sitting here for like 4 hours on the couch, like, oh, my chest feels so tight, like just sitting here feeling so anxious. So yeah. Anyway, this video is probably super long and I'm sorry, and like the lighting probably sucks and I don't even know if you can hear me because I'm trying to talk quietly, but like I said, I just want to share everything, and I want to distract myself from my anxiety, so I'm going to make this video and edit it and put it up for you guys. And yeah, anxiety sucks. That's all I'm going to say about that. I have another video coming really soon. I apologize that it's not up yet. I'm so bad at you on time. I've just been so overwhelmed with all this wedding stuff and trying to just hold it together. So pretty soon there's going to be another Trintellix update video coming, where I'm going to be telling you guys about how it's been going on the 10 milligrams and all of that stuff. So that's coming really soon. So hold tight, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time.